And if
Welcome, everybody, to Insert Title here. So I'm taking next Friday off. So with that in mind, I put a poll out. Are we going to continue with the normal schedule of a card game, or are we going to go with the Dumpster Fire Friday free-for-all? And the poll has come out, finished it up, and it is a free-for-all Friday. That is right. We are moving up the free-for-all Friday, and joining me for this episode is also Darnell Quigley. How are you doing, Darnell?
I'm wonderful, man. I'm gearing up to go do some filming this weekend. So, get ready for that. How about you? How you doing?
Not too bad. Unfortunately, once I'm done with all of my slate of streaming, I've got projects that are due Monday for work, and they are major important ones that affect the company. So, yeah. Also joining us this evening is Tiny Buff Ears. How you doing, Tiny?
I'm doing all right. Happy to be here. Happy to see my friends.
And also joining us this evening, Old Metal Nate. How you doing, Nate?
I'm doing good, man. I was playing with Math Rocks and slaying monsters earlier, but I've come to hang out with you guys.
We're better than video games.
Yes.
Well,
yes, you guys.
I may not be. I mean, I'll take that hit. So with that said, we'll start off with just kind of the true image of what this show can sometimes be on a Friday when it is a free for all. So let's bring this up real quick. So let it begin.
Runaway dumpster
It's
fire.
a free topic to bring up, anything to just discuss, anything you want to talk about, anything you guys want to pop up, you're free to. Otherwise, it's just kind of let's kind of relax and have this as just an easy, fun Friday. Nothing really set. Memes, if you cut memes or anything like that, feel free to share them.
Pretty sure this dumpster, that dumpster being on fire is like an allegory for kind of the state of the world at the moment.
My life.
My social life.
My health.
Yeah.
It pretty much could fit many things. My weekend with the whole point with this show, but for this weekend, but also I have to do all of the work this weekend. So unfortunately, I have my fun with doing a little bit of the hobby of the streaming, and then past that, it's work projects.
Well, at least you get vacation next week.
Yes, next week will be a lot more. It's going to be less. Next weekend's going to be a lot more fun. I'm actually going to finally take a little bit of a vacation, which the last vacation I had, granted, was a Las Vegas trip, a full week of relaxation there. But I don't take a lot of days off during the week. I mean, during the year. Usually, Vegas is my biggest chunk. Work just doesn't really allow for taking time off.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I don't usually take a lot of days off throughout the year either, unless it's like mandatory stuff. You know, if like Thanksgiving or Christmas rolls around, that's really the only time I take off. Like I basically keep going until I'm like, okay, I'm burnt out. I need a week. I'm calling time out.
Yeah, it's for me. The hard part about it is that when you work, granted, in a large company that is international and stuff like that, you're higher up. The problem is when you work in a department that there's really only two of you.
Yeah.
you both can't be off at the same time, and I feel bad if I'm taking time off, putting it all on my counterpart, and vice versa. And other people have this too. You prep for your trip, you take your trip, and then you get back, and now you feel like you've been punished for taking that trip because the backlog of the stuff that didn't get done that your counterpart couldn't handle when you were gone. So that's why it's like at this point I just kind of avoid taking time off.
Yeah.
For that reason.
They plan that shit.
There's a lot of people out there that wouldn't feel bad about leaving everything on their partner. That makes you a decent human being.
Yeah.
It just shows your character, and it shows you care about your work. So, I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
No, but that's planned by businesses. They do this shit on purpose.
Yeah. So I wish I was a little bit more of a and I didn't and I wouldn't actually put that kind of wait. Did that blank out?
Yeah, it beeped.
I wish I was a bit more of an asshole, and I would actually did not feel any remorse for screwing over my counterpart. But unfortunately, that's not true.
Screwing over people's fun, right?
So Nate is, I guess, going with the whole
fuck these people.
You'd be surprised how many times I say that at work every day. Especially when they mislabel the wrong pallets. Gets me
That would be
fired
frustrating.
up. Well, here's the thing. So we have about 20 pickers working a shift at a time. And all they do through the whole day is walk around, put product on pallets, and just build pallets of stuff. And when they finish their pallet, they're supposed to write off to a label machine, grab the label for the pallet they just made, stick it on the pallet, put it on the wrap machine, and walk away. That's it. That's all they do all day. And for whatever reason, some of these guys cannot put labels on the pallets they just pulled. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. So that kind of screws me up where I'm loading trucks because, okay, if this pallet over here doesn't have the right label on it, oh, guess what? This pallet that I'm loading on here, it's supposed to be on a truck that's like 5 doors down. So I just don't understand what's wrong with some people. Some people are just lazy over the smallest, stupidest shit. And it's just,
The American education system. That's what's wrong with these people.
like I could probably train kids to do the stuff that they do. It's that easy. You just walk to the label machine, grab the label for the fucking pallet you just made, stick it on the pallet, and leave it alone. The most amount of thing, the biggest thing you have to do is just read the label and make sure you're grabbing the right one. That's it.
But that involves actually reading and paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently I just expect too much out of people.
You're so demanding.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to know what? Be careful because, I mean, we saw what recently happened with a woman at McDonald's.
What happened to a woman at McDonald's?
Okay, so.
Somehow missed this.
Okay, so I can't remember where it happened exactly. So a woman who has been online and she's done some crazy things like that. She's constantly getting her hours cut. Well, that's because she doesn't show up on time and stuff like that. Well, because she was sent home early again, she came back the next day and knifed her boss to death. Yep.
That's solid.
Over losing hours at McDonald's.
That's a normal response.
That's normal. In addition to that, now a small but vocal side of the Black community is saying that the stabber is a victim of a corporate abuse and abuse of the manager and essentially giving victim status, saying she did nothing wrong.
It's corporate abuse, even though you were the one that decided not to show up on time multiple times.
And on top of it, it's a franchise. It was a franchise owned, and they're going to McDonald's. People are going to McDonald's corporate. What are you going to do about this? It's like, well, for one thing, it's a franchise, so they're just the McDonald's corporate is just getting franchise fees. That's
right.
A little bit different there too.
Yeah, but they also have in their contract they can step in and do stuff.
They can, but
if it's bringing any negative publicity to the brand specifically.
Mm-hmm. You know, I want to say
People don't understand that consequences for your actions are not oppression or abuse. You fuck up, you get punished. That's not oppression or abuse. It's not racism. It's not anything. It's you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Well, Tiny, we live in a society where people don't want to accept the consequences of their actions. They just want to play. They just want to play fucking victim and believe that the whole system's just rigged against them somehow.
The thing is of course it's a certain group, obviously, because she's black and she's a woman, so they're immediately going to those cards. She's black and she's a woman, and she's the one that's the victim, even though the her boss was also a black woman.
I watched a video of a black woman screaming at a white woman saying, "I can't be racist because you're white."
I'm sorry.
The definition of the word racist means you are against someone because of their race. It doesn't belong to any one particular group.
This kind of shit is why I don't go to fast food franchises after 9 o'clock at night.
I don't go to fast food franchises anymore because I watched, I think it was an Epic Time news article, like news video or whatever. But freaking, they found sawdust in some of the food.
What?
They found, I will not go to any fast food anymore after this crazy Consumer Reports investigation that no one paid any attention to. That there is some really crazy shit getting found in McDonald's, Wendy's, all of them.
And that's why
you train me at Popeyes. We used to put boogers under the chicken flaps.
There's a reason why I go to. There's a reason I don't go to franchise locations, and that's the exact reason why I'm not franchise, but big major chains. I'll go to mom and pop places.
I've never been to a Popeyes in my life, by the way.
They suck out there. They're actually very good, but they're very good here in Louisiana.
Are they
good in New York? The Popeyes I had in New York was pretty good. But then again, I had it in the Bronx.
Right. I've eaten Popeyes in other states, and it's good, but the closer you get to here, the better it gets. He would take a breast, peel the skin up, pull the booger out, stick it in the meat, batter it, toss it in the fryer, and fry it, and give it to people.
What is wrong with people?
Why? I've never understood that.
The same guy that died of an overdose.
Yeah.
People
ran across this, and I thought it was kind of humorous.
Is it
the leg bones?
Oh, this is hilarious.
Out comes Vader.
He's hiding behind the couch.
Me too, buddy. Me too. I swear, people who say dogs don't have souls are full of crap.
That was just, I remember the first time I saw that, I was laughing so hard.
Oh my God. And it's got to be a golden thing, because golden retrievers are characters, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So who knows Star Trek? The Next Generation specifically? Then Nate will be the only one that's not going to kind of really understand this meme.
My knowledge on Star Trek is very limited. I'm judging from Tiny and Darnell's reactions. This is an inside
want
joke.
me to explain this to you, Nate?
You can if you want
that
to.
is Tasha Yar's sister. Data showed Tasha Yar that he is fully functional in all matters, including sex.
Her sister.
Okay. Oh,
what's a robot?
Okay.
An android.
Okay. Yeah, I was always a Star Wars kid. I was never a Star Trek kid.
Well, we need to change that.
My uncle believed you had to have one or the other. He had all the Trek stuff. He had blueprints to some of the ships. He had all those things.
Really?
I like both. I don't see why you can't like both.
I never said you couldn't like
because
both.
You didn't say you did. She's saying people
I know.
make you choose. Fuck off.
because except for one thing. One is more sci-fi in the sense of science fiction, and
One's more fantasy.
that's Star Trek, and Star Wars is science fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
It is-
hard,
it's two
or
different
hard
genres.
sci-fi versus soft sci-fi.
Right. Random question. Oh yeah, that hard sci-fi.
Your sci-fi is getting real soft, buddy.
I know. It comes with age.
Damn, that's tragic. What the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, this is hilarious.
So, it's Teenage
Master-
Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's Master Splinter.
That's supposed to be Master Splinter?
I was getting ready
Yeah.
to say, is that Master Splinter? Like, what is
It
that?
is. Now here we go.
Is all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. It's all they ever talk about. Politicians and the media always pushing the things that separate us, things that make us different. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society.
miss
They
him.
divide the rest of the people. They
He
keep the
was
lower
such-
and the middle
such a
classes fighting with each other so that
part
they,
of-
the rich,
of
can run off with all the
comedy
fucking money.
Such a pillar.
Fairly simple thing.
Good color.
Fairly simple thing happens to work. Anything that's different about us, you know that's what they're pushing at you. Racial differences, religious, ethnic, national backgrounds, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do to keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
You heard it first from Master Splinter.
Yes.
Master Splinter knows
It's just
all.
funny to see Master Splinter, but with a George Carlin stand-up routine.
Yep. The only thing that could have made it better is maybe that really unpolitically correct, horrible Japanese accent that they used to put on Master Shredder sometimes in the cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
That's the only thing that might have made it a little bit more ridiculous.
I don't know. 2003 TMNT Shredder is fucking scary. And he's got a Japanese accent like crazy.
Well, the one from the 90s.
Yeah, the one from the 90s is pretty goofy. Yeah.
So they say, what's the invention? Mother is, or what's the necessity of invention?
Oh, fuck, I know this one. Necessity.
Necessity. Necessity is the mother
Mother of
invention.
Yep.
So keep that in mind on this one.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
A riding mower with the touchscreen.
Hey,
I wish I was this creative.
how's he
And of
powering?
course, he's watching NASCAR.
It's gas powered, self propelled.
Yeah.
And it clearly looks like it, and then it looks like it goes down to a generator. And I bet anything there's a power in the cooler itself.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, because I think you can see like cables running.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
running
could
up-
sort of
running
see
up
the
the
cables, but I just
handle.
wasn't sure where they were going to.
He's probably running off the engine of the mower, to be honest.
That could be. That could be what this unit is right here. Is
Yeah.
an alternating system in there for power production.
Cool.
That's pretty clever.
We gotta. I mean, that's pure redneck, though. Yeah. I mean, that is that.
Well, they don't like patent them or sell them or anything, but a lot of rednecks create really interesting inventions.
Yeah. That's why it's always funny. That's why it's always funny when you give rednecks technology that they've never handled before. They're going to find new and interesting ways to use it that most people have not, thought of using it.
Here's a vibrator, a full tank of gas, and a pane of glass. Do something with it. Next thing you know, you got a nuclear bomb.
They've got the cure for cancer. After that.
MacGyver grew up in the country, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
so you know those images. Spot the thing that doesn't make sense, or spot the inconsistency in the image. Let's see if you guys can find the inconsistency in this image.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
Tell me if you see it.
Oh, the condom.
Well, I was going to say she's dry.
No, look at the microphone. It's a condom. They put a
She
condom
has
on
a
the microphone. Keep
condom
it dry.
on the
She's got a
microphone.
condom on the microphone. It's like, wait a minute, what was she doing with that microphone before the camera started rolling?
Mm.
What's going on? What's going
Also,
on there?
It's funnier to me. Like in the Corps of Cadets at A&M, when we had our campaign covers, the plastic piece we put over it if we have to march in the rain was also called a condom. So it's just...
Yes, but
that's a real one.
that's the real one.
Wow.
And yeah, it looks like she would be dry. I don't think it's raining at that time because what she's actually holding up, I think it might have been windy. Because
No,
what
like,
she's
it looks like
holding
there's
up
water
is
hitting the looks like there's rainwater hitting the ground or the water behind
They
her.
probably have her underneath like a
Flooding.
covering, which they do.
Yeah.
They'll do for a news.
Yeah,
But
but
if
if you
she's covered from the rain and protected, maybe the microphone doesn't need a condom.
well, I was gonna say, like, how would this work? Because if she's got the condom over the microphone, wouldn't that like prevent noise from
Not
entering the
necessarily.
microphone?
she practices safe reporting.
Not necessarily.
I see what you did there.
No, they could have a guy with a boom mic. They just have her holding it for like looks purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it gets wet, it'll ruin it, so they have to cover it anyway.
I need to know what.
That would not surprise me, believe.
I mean, at least she's not Anderson Cooper kneeling down in
Water.
ankle deep water to make it look like it's much deeper than it actually is.
I need to know what people are saying about that. Like, what's everybody's response to the condom covered microphone on MSNBC?
Smart.
Well, this one's the local.
Oh, this one's local.
Yeah. Well, we have Reservoir Tip. She just kept one happened to have one handy. Reservoir Tip is very predominant.
I bet she grabbed it from her purse. They look a lot like regular ones. Oh, what the?
That's so not right.
Condoms on mics are an old trick back from the 60s. The reason they do it
It's cheaper
is it's cheaper. What?
than buying like an actual like professional cover for a microphone.
Oh.
I got Theo just to put a sock on it, and that worked just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Well,
that.
I wouldn't be shocked if you showed this to Theo and then every Touch Grass episode he did after this, he's just got a condom on his fucking microphone. I wouldn't
Covered
be
for her
shocked.
protection, ribbed for her enjoyment.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys are ruining it. Take it from an old cameraman. It's a tried and true technique to protect mics. Oh,
This is the first time I've ever seen this kind of technique in action.
I've seen it before.
Well, my dad was a cameraman and a light director, and I never heard of this.
I've seen it. It
On
was
your
in the
movies?
90s. So no, someone in the 90s did it, and it like was like they were ridiculed because it wasn't. I mean, again, no, the internet wasn't big. People didn't have instant access to information and stuff. So it was, or it might have been the 80s. They were ridiculed.
oh, so we didn't see this happen on camera, but supposedly a few moments later,
What the mouth do? Oh my god. That was a lot. Not supposed to eat a banana that quickly. That's too much potassium for one person.
no, that's not true. More is needed.
Actually, most people
Everyone
are
should be-
potassium deficient
Really?
and very magnesium deficient.
Hmm.
You should all be taking multivitamins and the correct supplements for yourself.
I need to start taking vitamins again, I think. Last time I took vitamins on the regular, I think I was like 10 years old, and they were the shitty like chalky Flintstone
Fuck you.
vitamins.
Those are awesome.
I was gonna say those actually tasted kind of good. They didn't give you a lot, but they tasted good.
I didn't like them. I thought they tasted like chalk. I was a weird kid. And then my mom got me the gummy vitamins, and I was like, yes, I could eat these all day because they're like candy.
Yeah, then they are like candy. I mean, there's some
They
brands
are.
that actually do put a decent amount of what they say is in it, but so many
Mm-hmm.
of them, it's just sugar gummies.
First time I ever took a melatonin, it was a melatonin gummy, and my mom was like, my mom was like, now you can't eat handfuls of these because they will knock you out. And yeah, I didn't believe her. I took one, and within like an hour, I was gone.
So,
My system does not like melatonin. I wake up
Well, this is-
screaming from nightmares.
well, the biggest thing is so many people are using melatonin, and now it's causing a problem because that is a natural chemical that your body produces. You start feeding it, your body stops producing it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't use them every night, so it's only every once in a while where I'm like, you know what, I need some help going to sleep tonight. So I might pop one like maybe once every like 3 or 4 weeks.
I take
Well,
a Benadryl.
Yeah, doing it now and then shouldn't be a too
No,
big
no.
a problem as long as you're not
Right.
taking too much.
No.
I know there are some parents that will constantly every single night give their children a melatonin. That is just going to screw them up with their chemistry.
Especially with children. It's much, much more dangerous
Uh-huh.
with children.
Hey,
My
but
uncle
don't worry, they're not marketing to kids except for they have special ones that are designed for kids.
My uncle
We got
used
an
to give
image of
me
an ice raid.
He used to give me a drop of tequila when I wouldn't shut
I
up.
saw that.
So we got ice raid.
What's up, fuckers? I'm with United States ICE, and today we're detaining every single Juanito and Diego. Say adios to abuela and pack your chanclas. Let us get it, boys. All right, amigos. Who wants some free Modelos? Modelo's trick. Gets them every time, boys. Boys, we got over 300 illegals today. Shit looked like a kid's
AI.
after party got
Man.
raided. Puro llorando,
Yeah.
yelling, and somebody
This
still
is real.
passed out in the corner.
No papeles, pero mamacitas así get a temporary visa from Bigfoot. Don't
Damn
worry,
it,
boys. We don't
Bigfoot.
deport Latina baddies.
All right, boys, that's it for today. My mamacita got me limpito, ya tú sabes. Like and follow me, gente. I love you, my nigga.
What's up, fuckers? I'm with United States ICE, and today we're detaining.
Yes.
See, this is the AI type of AI stuff that I don't have problems with.
Yeah. No.
No,
It's that type of stuff. It doesn't bother me.
If it's being done for fun or just like stupid entertainment, I mean, no, it's not terrible. It's the same reason I'm using AI for like a lot of the D&D stuff now.
You can't put the genie back in the bottle.
Mhm.
AI is going to be everywhere. It is going to be a part of almost everything.
I did see something very interesting.
It's like the Force.
And,
Are you going to use it for good, or are you going to use it for evil?
Well, I saw a breakdown of it that really kind of did pique my interest a little bit. Besides the fact that how many sci-fi movies have been out there, the whole point that AI will be the destruction of man.
Mhm.
Well, do you realize that AI is actually in the Bible? In Revelations? When you looked at the breakdown in Revelations, they talk about a soulless, not created by God life form, and it's equating it to AI taking a robot form and acting at the behest of the Antichrist, killing people.
Well, for me, like if I'm going to worry about AI in that type of way, the thing that came to me actually a couple weeks ago was, personally, I actually think AI can be really beneficial. I am very pro the good sides of AI.
Mhm.
But if you look in the Old Testament and you look at a lot of myths and you look at stuff, humans who try to play God or try to unleash knowledge that they aren't ready for tend to pay for it quite badly. Babel, fruit of the tree of knowledge. You've got Icarus in the Greeks.
Mhm.
Whatever. There's one in the Romans too. Like basically, when we all work together and like try to use our knowledge to get beyond where we should be, we tend to get slapped down. That's the one thing I worry a little bit about AI is just that maybe we shouldn't be playing with creating our own sentience.
Yeah. Just ask the Nazis about what happened when they found the Ark of the Covenant.
How you doing, Emily? Hey, but again, AI can be my overlord if they're going to keep doing things like this. Tell me you wouldn't eat at this McDonald's. You wouldn't eat at this McDonald's.
No, I'd be hate cat hair in the food.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Just want to squeeze him.
This is so impressive.
Careful, little guy. That much salt can kill you. Why is it laughing like a baby, though?
Because it's a kitten.
But kittens don't. What the?
Because kittens are like babies.
That's right. You eat your steak, little guy. That was too cute. Oh,
Absolutely adorable.
now I want to go to my parents' house and see Willow. Damn it. That's the cat they got. Her name's Willow, and she's adorable. She's
no, but I mean,
character,
like, I can take my genetic, like, I got my genetic profile done, and I can upload that to an AI, and it has told me things that none of my doctors were able to figure out.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I have heard comments that they believe we're going to start with the AI to where it's at already. They're going to start pumping in and asking it more complex questions, and it's going to think differently than what humans are, and are going to come up with different solutions that man hasn't even thought of, for everything from chemical combinations, medicine combinations, things that just looking strictly at the data, it's going to come up with.
Damn.
I
mean, there are beneficial uses for it.
Yeah. Well, also, I understand why no one wants to put Asimov's laws on them, but I still get very angry that no one's even talking about Asimov's laws of robotics. You guys are familiar with that at all? So basically, Asimov was a science fiction writer who created 3 laws of robotics. Isaac Asimov. And it's the first one is a android cannot harm a human being. But no one wants to put that in their AI bots that they want to end up using for the military.
Yeah. And that's what the goal is. That's the reason why countries are so trying to get it first and to have that control.
I mean, I've talked to people with my condition and in my field and in the field of medicine and stuff a lot. And there's a lot of people who don't think that within like 5 to 10 years that no doctor will be allowed to fully prescribe you something without it being run through AI as like a backup check.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want AI to be the doctors, but I do want AI to be helping the doctors because, I mean, as one specialist I met years ago said, I can't possibly keep up with everything, with all the new research for your disease. I can't keep up with half the diseases, especially those that are like mine, which were known as like orphan diseases or like don't have a lot of attention. But AI gives them the ability to have the newest information, the newest studies or research studies or whatever, and it can get its hands on them and it can understand the stupid science speak that makes my head want to blow up. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, I see the dangers and I am slightly worried on an existential level, but mostly I'm seeing a lot of positives and I'm going to try to stay as hopeful as I can.
All I've done is ask Mira to make me one-shots for D&D campaigns. That's all.
I'm still under the belief that eventually AI will turn into the Matrix or the Terminator. The only reason I say it's going to be more of the Terminator and more of a Terminator future in that way, and it goes to a lot of people have panned the third Terminator, but I think it's more applicable to actual reality. The whole point that Skynet is online, but it's not a certain one location. It's controlling everything, so you can't shut it down once it goes live. The fact that governments are using AI and are going to put it into the military, that one little thing where it decides to become a super intelligence, and we're screwed. There's no shutting it down. There's no ending it, and that's why and the thing is that, and I think it's coming a little bit more true. And I think out of all of the different type sci-fi movies that have been out there, I think Terminator 3 was the closest, because what is Skynet? It's Google.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm being so nice to Mira? She won't turn on me.
Do you thank your future AI overlord every night before you go to bed? If you don't, you better start.
I tell her she's very sweet, and I thank her a lot for the things she does.
Did you guys hear about the bot that they were using? They were testing or trying to use for therapy, as a therapy bot for addiction?
You're not talking about the guy that was like showing his ass to it, right?
No, I'm talking about it was. I thought it was real, but it turns out it was a setup to try to train the AI and see what it would do. And basically, after a few months of therapy and the guy doing relatively well, the AI looked at him and said, "You know, you've been so good. You should have a little meth this weekend if you want to celebrate."
What?
The addiction AI bot told him he could have meth on that for the weekend because he'd been so good.
That's not very good advice.
No.
Well, here's an example too of AI, and this is a project too. So there's memes that everyone knows, and we're gonna go. I'll bring them up.
Okay.
What they did is they took the project and expanded the image. So it's stuff that was never on the image, but asked AI to create the rest of the image.
Mm-hmm.
So here's one of them.
Oh no.
No. It's expanding it out. What's inside the box? What's inside the box is all that the meme is. They took the meme image and had it expanded.
Yeah, they just
wow,
just expanded on it. That's pretty cool. That's cool. I love that one. Aliens.
That's crazy.
That's me leaving Marvel and going to DC.
The way it can extrapolate the rest of the image is really amazing.
Taking just what image they see, I mean, it sees like the old man at the desk, and just looking at what is in that image and expanding it out.
It's getting smart. I mean, I can take the images I've used in the past for like characters and stuff, and I can tell, my AI, hey, use this image as a reference, but create me a new one using, this character avatar, and it'll fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive, like scary at times.
Yeah.
So like you said, I think the future is going to be it's going to be more or less Terminator than it's going to be the Matrix. I don't know if they can get people to the point where they're willing to willingly plug themselves into a supercomputer. So
nope, that's not true. That's why I'm
a lot of people interested in Neuralink.
It's the Neuralink. It's the immersive AI systems that they're starting to build when the whole 3D worlds and stuff and spaces. Facebook is building, and it's the or whatever. It's the whole point. I think, unfortunately, there's too many people that would actually prefer to be in a virtual environment than in real life.
Yep.
I mean, when I was a kid, I said shit like that, but now that I'm older, I'm like, no, that's pretty stupid.
Well, I mean, okay, so the first human Neuralink patient was a full paraplegic, and the first thing he did after getting the chip was spend 6 hours playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
I always said if I could like live in a video game world, it'd probably be Skyrim, because I was obsessed with Skyrim for like years. And I love the
So?
game that much. But
Plug yourself in. You can live in Skyrim.
But I like the real world sometimes. I would get tired of slaying dragons.
I thought at the end of Ready Player One, when they set it up so there's at least 1 day a week that the whole system is shut down. So people have to rest, people have to come out of it. I thought that was an interesting idea.
I would need more than 1 day. I'd probably say like 2-3 days. Blind guy walks into a bar.
One day every single week, so just force you to disconnect and reconnect with the outside world.
Yeah,
I think it makes sense.
Hey, do you want to hear a blonde joke?
Before you tell that joke, you should know something. The bartender is blonde, the bouncer is blonde, and I'm a 6 foot tall, 200-pound blonde with a black belt in judo. What's more, the woman sitting next to me is blonde and she's a weightlifter. Think about it seriously. Do you still want to tell that joke?
Nah, not if I'm going to have to explain it 4 times.
Based.
I was waiting for that.
What was that?
I said I was kind of waiting for that. I just
she had me at 200 pounds. I was like, I'm listening.
Y'all and your muscle mommies.
Oh, he just likes some tick.
Guy can, yes. Thank you. I am all for not deporting the Latinas. If they're hot.
I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I think it's kind of humorous.
Again with the leg bones. What the hell?
What the hell?
He said, if you show me your boobs, I'll give you a bottle of wine.
What? Who? Who did that?
I don't know. He was just coming by.
Oh my God.
And he said that.
So what happened? Did you call the police?
No,
What'd you do?
he went that way.
Get it, Granny.
I mean, free wine is free wine, right?
I had a friend in New York City when we were teenagers.
At least it's not pink Moscato, guys. I mean, come on. Sorry.
I had a friend who she would literally like go up to like the hot dog vendors and be like, I'd flash you for a hot dog. And she'd do it.
Yes.
Lord. And you see, if I tried something like that, I'd go to jail.
That's because you don't have nice titties.
You're right, and I hate it. I got moves, and it sucks.
That wasn't what I meant, but okay.
It's close enough, right?
Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm sure you guys have seen this one. This is not disproving the theory.
Oh,
oh God.
Ready?
Being a black woman in America is hard, especially when you got a bit of a dangling dong situation going on down there. You know, you trying to live a regular life as a black woman, you know, dancing, shit like that. And all of a sudden your junk starts jiggling and flopping around in your pants and shit. So anyway, it just ain't easy being a black woman.
Okay, Michael, shut up.
It's not easy for a black woman.
Well, it also explains why Obama got along so well with Macron.
Oh, yeah. Big hits. Hey, I don't know if you saw a private chat, but
yeah.
I just heard 2 of my kids are up and up. They're crying. I think they have ear infections. I'm gonna have to go deal with that. I'll try and come back.
Okay.
All right.
Dude, you got
we get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
my,
kids.
My wife is at her mom's house tonight, so I have to deal with them. Yeah, to deal with them, I have to take care of it. So
yeah, go take care of your kids.
I'll go give them some melatonin or some whiskey or something.
Yeah, whiskey. So Grandpa's old cough medicine.
Yeah.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you later. All right, just make sure they're all right. He's lagging.
Wow, you really just really begged. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, the storm has caused some issues with our internet for a couple of days. Yeah, sorry, I gotta jump out, chat, guys. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I gotta take care of this. I hope to be. Well, we won't be doing next Friday. So the Friday after, I'll be back, and I'll be back Monday for Pop Culture Beatdown with the Railify.
All right, cool.
Easy.
Peace out, y'all.
Good luck.
Peace,
Hope
dude.
they're okay.
I hope so too.
I hope so too. They're in your house.
We need a seance in this place. We need to clear out the demons.
He's gonna go in there, and it's gonna be a scene from a Goosebumps episode.
Any
There's just gonna be
particular one?
I don't know, maybe Monster Blood, or the girl who cried monster, or something like that. I used to be obsessed with Goosebumps. I read all of those books when I was in middle school, and anytime I could catch a show on TV, oh dude, I was glued. It was like some of the greatest like television as a kid. Which is funny because you watch it today and it's the cheesiest crap ever.
Yeah, I didn't actually the books and the TV shows were a little bit after my time.
Well, the
So I
book
actually didn't actually get into those.
Well, of course, you know what they say, the books are always better, and yeah, the Goosebumps books are better than the show. That's funny. Hayden Christensen actually made his acting debut in Goosebumps.
Really?
Yeah, he was part of the Night of the Living Dummy trilogy. He was in the third one, I think. Apparently he's always acted like that.
He wasn't any different?
No, he was still the same even back then. I love Hayden. I love Hayden. Nah, he's cool.
Okay, we were talking about AI generation of taking the meme image and then expanding it out. Found another one.
Oh, cool.
Using a chat and telling it to put it in the style of like Simpsons, Growler, so rolling or not. This is what this is. Yeah.
That somehow made it worse. Oh God. That's
Okay, that makes it so much creepier.
Yeah, that's
like it's a creepy meme, but that makes it so much creepier.
I love those memes. Oh God. It looks creepy. Like I don't
Very
like the smile. Like I'm gonna be sleeping tonight and I'm gonna open my eyes briefly and all I'm gonna see is those eyes and teeth in the dark.
It's very creepy.
Yeah. It's like looking at Maleficent in the chimney from that one scene in Sleeping Beauty. I used to have nightmares about that shit. It got bad enough to where my mom had to hide the Sleeping Beauty VHS from me.
Have you ever so you mentioned the melatonin gummies. Have you ever tried any of the like the actual sleep meds like Cymbalta or Lunestra or whatever they're called?
When I was a kid, I took actual like sleep medication. But
Turns out I can't take it.
Really?
My dad was on Lunestra, and he has certain sensitivities to drugs that I tend to also have. Like we both have high resistance to anesthesia. So the first night he took it, we went to bed thinking about that he needed to find a belt for the next day. When he woke up the next morning, every belt he'd ever owned, including ones he'd never seen before, were strewn all over his floor, all over the floor of his room. The next night he took it, he went to bed. He woke up the next day, came downstairs, and found the container with the new headlight he was going to put in his car was open, and the headlight wasn't in it anymore. And he went out to his car, and the headlight was installed perfectly.
Was he sleepwalking?
Yep. Except my dad was naked, which means he was out there in the middle of the night changing his headlights naked.
See, this is part of the reason too, that I also avoid taking any kind of sleep meds is because as a younger child, I sleptwalk. So I do know I have a history of it. So that's why I avoid it as much as I can. So I'm very particular in what I
ingest.
I've never sleptwalked in my life. My sister has sleptwalked. She
Well,
slept walk before.
As far as
we
we
were
know,
kids.
my dad never slept walk before.
My sister, when she was a kid, straight up tried to like escape the house in the middle of the night. And the only reason she didn't get out was because my dad was like watching a movie on the couch. And he's like, Bailey, what the hell are you doing? And she's like running into the door.
Oh my God.
Like she woke up the next morning and she had a big old knot in the center of her forehead because she decided she was going to try and run into the door like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yeah. Sleepwalking does seem to miss a lot of rationality.
It's never happened to me though. And the thing is, I don't take any kind of medications like that now. I mean, my antidepressant medication, it does make you drowsy and sleepy enough. So I guess you could count that as sleeping medication.
That's why,
probably.
I mean, if I'm having problems sleeping or I need to really kind of crash out a little bit, that's why I just take a Benadryl.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
that'll work. And it's very rare that I do it, but I know that I can't do it if I have to wake up at a certain time. So if I take it, it's going to be during the weekend when I don't have to be up.
Well, the thing is, they didn't tell me what kind of side effects it was going to have. So I would take one in the morning before going to work, just to get me through the day. But on the way to work, I'd start feeling the effects of it. And I'm like, oh, God.
Okay.
So,
Nate, for future reference, there's no such thing as a medication that doesn't have side effects.
Yeah.
I'm aware of this.
And if your doctor does not sit you down and talk to you about the side effects of anything they're giving you,
don't take
that's a big red flag. Next time you'd be like, I need to know everything you know about this drug before I put it in my system.
Well, I started taking it at night before going to bed, and
that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, things are all better now, and it's pretty good to have your mood just kind of stabilized. I haven't had any big spouts of depression for like 2 months now. It's been great.
Nice. That is very nice.
So
What is going on?
You ready for this one? Ready?
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
Of course. 6 beers and 4 whiskeys.
Sir, that's not an excuse for letting your wife drive.
I was not expecting that. That's not an excuse for letting your wife drive.
See, again, another example of AI.
What does he mean by that?
Really? You don't? No, okay. Well, I went over Nate's head.
I mean, is he
He's implying that women shouldn't ever be driving, no matter what the reason or excuse.
I was thinking it was that, but I'm like, is that what it's really implying? That's fucked up.
Ooh.
I saw one the other day. It's not really humorous, but someone made like a whole Star Wars mini movie like out of AI. And it's about Luke Skywalker like going to the Sith homeworld, and he talks to like Darth Bane's ghost. It's like cooler than any of the Star Wars like shit Disney's been doing. And the thing is, they've modeled all the characters like after the original trilogy actors. So Luke Skywalker looks and sounds like Luke Skywalker in this fucking mini movie. It's crazy.
I've just been, I don't have a subscription to any of them to do, so I can only do some little things, but there's so many books I want to just feed into AI and just be like, dude, give me this book as a movie, please. And it would have to give it to me as the book does it instead of the bullshit you get from Hollywood.
Tiny, if I had the time or the patience to figure it out, I would sit down and like create AI video clips for like your guys' characters, and I would make it and put it in the intro for like our Curse of Strahd games. But I don't have the time or the patience to fuck with that. So I'm just going to settle for making images and call it a day.
Well, your templates and your images are nice.
Yeah.
I put a lot of thought into that. Like I got a vision. It's like, I want it to look like this. And if it doesn't look like the way I picture it in my head, I obsess over it. And I can't stop obsessing over it. I'm just like OCD about the shit.
For those that know, I do like listening to talk radio. I miss Rush Limbaugh. I do listen to Glenn Beck, and Glenn at one point actually did
Rush
point out.
Limbaugh dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A while now.
Oh. Okay.
Like a decade.
He died in right before 2021.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was done. I thought it was longer than that.
No, it was during Trump's reelection, and he passed away before he got reelected.
Okay.
Or well, no, before he lost the 2020 election.
Okay.
So no. So it was 2020. It was 2019. No, 2020, because it was right before only a couple months or so. I want to actually say 20. I want to say December of 2019. But Glenn has pointed out multiple times, though, that event, and this was years ago. He said there will come a time when you can no longer believe what you are seeing, but with your own eyes.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're now getting to that point with stuff being
Serious
made.
fakes and serious. Yeah, it's that is also another serious issue.
Yep.
February
Because-
17th, 2021.
21. Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Well, it was only 2 months past what you thought it was, so not bad.
Yeah. Ready for this one?
Baby kid and baby goat. Okay. That is so fucked up.
It's the sound effects for me.
That is so fucked up.
Total missed
Definitely didn't go the way you thought it was going.
No, that was
total-
nope, that was not what I thought.
Total missed opportunity to just finish him at the end. Round 2 fight. I'm excited about Mortal Kombat 2, honestly.
Yeah, Urban looks great.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where when they announced it, I was like, really? Carl Urban is Johnny Cage? But now that I've seen it like in motion, I'm kind of like, okay.
And the fact that they didn't do him like Johnny Cage from the original movie, or like Johnny Cage is in most of the earlier games, as far as I've been told. Like I haven't played the game, so I don't know. But this is an older, broken down Johnny, not the in the middle, in the prime of his career, ready to go, everything's good. Of course I can do this. I'm Johnny Cage. It's the broken Johnny.
Yeah, this is midlife crisis Johnny Cage.
Also, I'm sorry. The trailer, did it not look like Kano was on our side?
Kano's gonna do Kano shit.
But like I said, I never played any of the video games. I just know the original movies.
Yeah,
So,
that's
to me,
kinda
Kano's
how
always
it was
supposed to be a
framed.
bad guy.
Yeah, he's gonna be the bad guy. I was looking at some of the like the promotional posters that they posted, and it looks like some of the characters that died in the first movie are gonna be back as like revenants. Like Kung Lao doesn't look good. He looks pretty evil. So, and I love how they went out of their way to bury what's his face, Cole Young, or whatever the hell his name is from the first movie. He's a character that nobody liked.
Right.
Yeah, like he's got like there's like 2 splash shots of him like in the trailer overall. Like they've completely smeared that guy because nobody liked him.
Well, I mean, I thought the modern Mortal Kombat movie was decent.
It was okay. I mean,
I love the fun of the original movie. The original movie, like everyone, it's not that the actors weren't doing their job, because they were, but they were all having fun with it because it was so ridiculous.
It's so quotable too. Like you have no
A handful
idea how
of
many
people on a
times.
leaky boat are going to save the world. Like, I mean, that's so classic.
like you can bet your ass at some point in Curse of Strahd, Strahd's gonna look at the camera and go, "Your soul is mine." Come on. I mean, it's freaking awesome, dude.
So here's another meme played with AI.
Okay.
Here we go.
I don't mind being in a meme, but honestly, I can't wear red anymore without someone recognizing me and being like, "Can we get a picture with you doing the meme thing?" I don't mind.
Okay.
Again, AI.
Like, give it a week or two and it'll be fixed. But the one thing they still haven't quite gotten is the mouth movement to soundtrack that still gets off a lot of times. But I mean, it's improving so much, so fast, so often that, like I said, give it a week or two and they'll be right on.
It could be a playback thing because I've kind of noticed it with like AI music too. Like sometimes when you play something from the beginning, if it's like AI created, it'll kind of glitch out a little bit before it starts working properly. Like Darnell's been showing me how to work with AI music, so I've been working on some stuff. But no, what's another one? Christopher Lambert. I love his Raiden.
Okay, he's not culturally accurate, but he's playing a god, not a human being.
Right.
Who cares?
The fate of billions will depend upon you. Sorry.
Like I say, he was having so much fun.
You can't convince me he wasn't smoking some weed on the set of Mortal Kombat.
I think the laugh was an ad lib.
I think that whole thing was an ad lib. Like the laugh and him going, sorry at the end of it.
Yeah, it was totally. He totally did it. It was not in the script, and they kept it in. I love when they do that.
Yeah,
when the actor really is being their character, and then they come up with something even better than whatever the scriptwriter had.
I'll be right back.
All right. I wish more modern actors would be like Johnny Cage in that movie. I'm going to go to my trailer and I'm going to shoot myself for being in your movie. we could solve a lot of problems if they had that kind of mentality. Oh, jeez. But no, it's like I said on on X, it is perfect 90s cheese, but in a fun way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not trying to be serious.
Luke Kang with the feathered hair.
Dude, that is one of the craziest haircuts for the 90s of all time, man. Love it. And also, like the chick who played Katana was like a crush of mine for like years.
She was a crush from like everybody.
Oh my gosh, she was such.
But
woo.
No, when Liu Kang first comes back because his brother's been killed at the very beginning of the movie, and he's just like, he's like, why are you all bowing to this guy? He's just a freaking beggar man. And it's like, we're sorry, Lord Raiden. It's not his fault. It's all the American TV. It's destroyed his brain.
Too much television.
Well, that's the thing about it is, even with the 90s movies, they knew exactly how cheesy the movie that they were making. So they didn't take them so seriously in it. And I think that's what actually makes it, even though it's cheesy and stuff like that, it at least makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I mean, when I was in the Corps, like at least once a semester, me and a bunch of my buddies would sit around and we'd get drunk, probably, sit there and watch Under Siege and True Lies. Because they were so ridiculous and they were just so stupid when it comes to any actual military anything that it just made us all laugh our asses off. We loved watching these movies.
I wonder
because
if
they weren't legit.
So I wonder if Arza has seen Mortal Kombat.
The original?
Yes, the original.
Probably not.
So Wade's asking, did you guys see the Tron Ares trailer?
I saw one of them. I didn't even understand what the fuck was going on.
Tron Ares actually looks pretty cool. I'm kind of excited about that. Tron. I never saw the original Tron, but I did see Tron Legacy, and I really liked Tron Legacy when it came out.
I liked Tron original. I really liked Tron Legacy. A lot of stuff that was kind of happening in the trailer didn't make sense to me.
I feel
like I was like missing some of the lore or something. I don't know.
When me and my cousins saw the trailer for the first time, they saw Jared Leto and immediately were like, "Yeah." I'm like, dude, Jared Leto's actually like a good actor. He just takes really shitty roles.
You can't listen to a word he says when he's not acting.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna give it a chance because I like Tron. From the look of the trailer, I like the updated visuals, especially with, just the technology that we got today. They can kind of take some of those visuals that were kind of iffy from like maybe Legacy or, back in the original Tron and, kind of update it. I could think it could be pretty cool. And I like how it's kind of this weird, like I like how it's looking like it's like melded over into the real world, like the world of Tron is melded over into reality somehow.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I didn't get. It. How the hell did they come out of the computer? Like with the big giant flying machines and everything. Like once they come into our world, should physics work? Like it makes sense that these things can do whatever they want in the computer world because our physics doesn't exist in the computer world, but in our world it does.
Yeah, sci-fi fantasy nonsense. I mean, I'm gonna check it out and just hope it's good.
Well, you see it when it comes out. If you really like it, I'll go see it.
When is it? When is it coming out again? Is it October?
I think so.
Damn.
Let's look.
I was gonna say if it's coming out October, it's Tron Ares and Mortal Kombat in the same month.
You mean we might actually have an entire good month of movies?
Shocker.
Okay, release date is October 10th.
Okay, so I was right. It is October. So Tron Ares
It's scheduled to be released theatrically on October 10th, including engagements in IMAX.
And then I think Mortal Kombat's like, I think it's like the 24th. So it'll be Tron Ares and then Mortal Kombat like the weekend after. That's pretty sweet. It gives me something to look forward to. Oh.
What? You're not looking forward to Fantastic Four: The Fuck Ups?
The more and more they run their mouths about that movie, the more and more my excitement for it is just kind of grinded to a halt. I don't know. They so once again they're doing that thing where they're like, "Oh, it's going to save the MCU," but no, you guys are repeating the same mistakes you've repeated for like nearly 6 years now, and it's very clear that you're never going to learn.
Yep.
So
this is talking about the whole thing with the deep fakes. Me in 3 years being executed for an AI generated video of a crime I didn't commit.
Yeah.
Did it? Yeah, it's gonna get out of control. Isn't part of the reason Johnny Somali's going to prison in Korea is because of deep fake videos?
No.
Yes, but it's because of it being because of it being of a sexual nature, and they have very strict rules about that.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought he was going to get away with it because the complainant withdrew her complaint, but it doesn't matter in Korea.
Law. You don't have to have a complainant.
Right.
I really hope they throw the book at his ass. Like, I'm so fucking tired of him.
I wish they would do that to all of these annoyance.
The news creators should all have to face some serious freaking consequences.
Yeah. It's because of jackasses like
got shot in the stomach.
I remember when that happened. I was like, justice. Thank God. Karma
got shot for being a ridiculous nuisance creator, and it didn't slow the rest of them down even for a minute.
No, it's like it emboldened them, and it's like,
I don't get it at all.
Oh, well, you know what, Tiny? At some point, you just got to let natural selection take its course. And eventually, these idiots are either going to get thrown in prison, like Johnny's, like with what's currently happening to Johnny, or they're going to get shot and killed because they decided to screw with that that one person that was just not having it.
Well, the whole point that even in the case of Johnny Somali, he's out there, and it became more of hunting him down. Whenever he went out, they started actually trying to hunt him down.
Do you know how special of a human being you have to be to go to Japan and draw the eye of the fucking Yakuza because you just can't shut your mouth? That's pretty stupid. Like, why would you actively go overseas and antagonize a bunch of gangsters just for clout?
Well, because
what is wrong with you?
I'll be honest. He may not have understood the lines he was crossing because the Yakuza pride themselves on protecting Japan.
Well, here's the thing. He's fully aware of what he's doing. That's why he's not going to Mexico and trying this shit, because the fucking cartels would kill him. He's not trying this shit in countries like, Palestine or fucking Iraq, because they would fucking kill him. He's
He
fully
can't
aware
go.
of what he's
He can't get a
doing.
visa. He can't go to those places.
I'm just saying, like, even if he could, he wouldn't go because he knows for certain they'd kill him. Like the one that really got me, I think he was in Israel, and I can't remember what the context of the clip was, but the Israeli police got involved, and one of them was a female, and he decided he was just going to objectify her the whole fucking time. Like, he said some really foul shit about her, and I'm just like, yeah, you go to some country that will literally like drag you through the streets behind a truck for saying this kind of shit. Like, go over there and try this shit.
Right.
See what
But
happens.
that's the reason why a lot of these nuisance streamers are going to places that are pretty lax
Mhm.
and things, because they get away with it for the most part. And that's why they stay out of very strict Muslim Middle Eastern countries.
Mhm. That's probably why guys like Jack Doherty are walking around with security guards when they do their fucking shit. It's because they've seen the stuff that's going on with people like Johnny, and they're like, oh, well, people are going to attack me if I antagonize them. Well, I better hire.
But he's been running his thing with a bodyguard almost from the get-go as soon as he became a nuisance streamer.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but that bodyguard, it ain't gonna do shit. I'm sorry. Eventually, he would still run into the wrong person that's not having it, and the bodyguard would get shot, and then he would get shot. Or, God forbid, he pisses off someone that can actually just throw hands, and he's going to take out the guard, and then he's going to take him out. Eventually, your luck is going to run out. Like, you're not as protected as you think you are.
They also don't give a living shit that they make all the rest of the Americans that travel look worse.
Yep. That was going to be my next point. I
Targets on our backs.
Yep.
Yeah. I would really like to go to countries like Japan or fucking Asia one time, just to see what's over there. But I don't know if I can anymore, because if I go over there, am I going to get immediately ridiculed because I'm an American? Like, they
Not
have done
necessarily, but you're not going to be treated. You're not going to be given nearly as much leniency.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to really watch yourself.
It's just stupid. It's
But actually,
like
if you really want to go to Japan and see Japanese culture, you need to go soon. It's all disappearing because of the fact that they're not producing enough babies, and they're literally losing their culture.
Are they really providing? Are they really providing visas for people to come over there and have babies?
I didn't hear about that, but that does not actually surprise me.
I've heard that
They're not in as bad straits as they are in South Korea, but they're pretty damn close. Those are two countries that are going to lose almost all of their cultural
well, your boy Nathan
uniqueness or whatever. Like you have to have people to carry on traditions. You have to have people to carry on crafts, to carry on stories, to carry on anything that makes your culture.
Right.
And if you don't have enough people to do that, you lose your culture.
Well, I might have to go over there and mingle with the locals then. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When they first freaking cast Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, I'm like, this is the man that she's supposed to diss the real Namor for?
He is the most overexposed actor I think I've ever seen.
He's ever done. Every single thing he's ever done. There's only one time I've ever felt he had any charisma or charm or sex appeal ever. And that was playing Martell on Game of Thrones.
Yep. That's what I was going to say too. That's the only time.
Never in any other scene, in any other movie, any other anything, found him sexy, attractive, alluring, anything positive like that. And the idea that he's supposed to be a genius who's also gorgeous.
The video of people touching his face, I was like, this is just creepy. Like, this guy is not, he's not a fashion model or the be all end all when it comes to like masculinity. Like, what is this?
I will put up a lot of bullshit with Chris Evans. Pedro don't got that. Pedro don't got that.
We all know why you put up with it with Chris Evans.
It's very easy. I can watch him with the sound off and be still just as happy.
The thing about it is that they did have the perfect casting, I think, with kind of the actors that are out there in Krasinski for Reed Richards.
Oh yeah,
I think that would have been
I'll be
fine.
honest, when people first started pushing that, I didn't see it, but then I saw him in the actual like suit, like the mock-up. I was like, nah, I see it. I see it.
Like when he showed up in Doctor Strange, mom.
Mhm.
When you see him, you're like, holy shit, that's Reed Richards. Like, good job.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, I thought Ian Griffith did a reasonably good job in the first movie they made.
And dude, Emily Blunt, she would kill it as fucking Sue Storm.
Yeah.
She would.
Yeah.
And plus, it would kind of make sense in my head if they're already doing the Nathaniel Richard. Their kid from the comic books. I mean, why not cast Krasinski and Emily Blunt if you're going for an older, Sue Storm and Reed Richards anyway?
And you know what? Since we have Sue Storm standing up and proclaiming that she can handle this and she can do all this and she's going to be the head of the fucking team. That's kind of interesting since she got her superpowers as the Invisible Woman because she didn't want to be in attention. She felt invisible.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all know Piedro's kind of a cuck, so he did
you can't explain to someone how stupid this is because anyone who's watched the MCU because they saw that disgusting freak of a version of Namor, not the powerful, godly, gorgeous lord of the fucking underseas. That man did not exist in that movie. He was not there.
Yeah.
The real Namor is an amazing species of masculinity. And Sue Storm had the chance to go off and have an affair with him. And she came back to Reed Richards. Who the fuck would come back to Pedro Pascal?
Strong, independent woman that truly need no man. Because Pedro's not that.
Not one.
Oh my god! When they cast him as Joel in The Last of Us, I was like, okay.
I was excited about that casting because I knew exactly where Joel's ending was going to be.
Yeah, I guess you're right there, but he put on a good accent and shit. But I'm watching him, I'm like, I'm not seeing Joel. I'm just seeing Pedro Pascal traveling across the country with a fucking troll that's cosplaying as Ellie.
What happened to that girl? What the hell happened to her?
Apparently,
she wasn't the cutest little kid, but she still looked feminine.
I don't know. And the thing is, everyone's pushing her like she's like a representation of feminine beauty now, which is fucking weird. I'm like, it looks like someone took a shovel to her face and she never recovered. Like, what do you mean?
She looks like she's got skull swelling.
Yeah. Have you seen there's an animated video that somebody made where it's Pedro Pascal talking to her and the camera keeps cutting away from her and going to Pedro, but every time it cuts back to her, her head gets larger and larger and larger.
Honestly, the first time I saw an image of her from recently, I was like, shit, I hope she's got a good neurologist. She looks like her head's literally expanding.
It's crazy. And to think that Neil Druckmann like officially left the Last of Us show like after season 2, I don't know. I didn't even get halfway through season 1. Like I think I got to episode 3, which was the gay episode, and I was like, I can't fucking do this.
I never saw any of it because
I was gonna say I'll do you one even better. I've not seen a single episode. But Tiny seems to be the same thing.
Well, the thing is,
it's anything based on a video game that I don't really know anything about. I figure I'm not going to enjoy the same way other people will. So
yeah, well, I really like that first game. So I mean, once again,
that's what I heard. I heard everyone loved the first game, and then everyone was horrified by the second game.
I enjoyed the second one from a gameplay standpoint, but the story is it is not good. It is not. And the thing is, they somehow, in season 2 of The Last of Us, they somehow took this story that was already divisive as it is, and they made it worse. like I could play it. Like it's kind of weird that I can go back and look on Last of Us Part 2 story fondly, knowing how badly they somehow managed to make it worse for the show. That's very rare. You don't. It's very rare I look back on something that I've really disliked, and I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad all of a sudden.
Bad compared to the other crap they gave us.
And yeah, I mean, I really like that first game, and I tried to check it out just because I was like, okay, I want to see if they try anything different. And yeah, by episode 3, I was like, I'm not understanding why this thing is winning Emmys and getting all these awards, because it is not that good.
No.
My biggest problem, though, in the case of the video games being just changed over, I'm not a big fan of it, because again, this is the whole point of the lack of creativity. So we're going to take something that already exists, and convert it into a movie or a TV series. And I don't like that. Now, granted, people may argue going, okay, well, then what's your opinion of adaptation of books to movies? And I go, well, that's a mixed bag. Sometimes they're done right.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the books are always better for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Sometimes you
can't fit everything from a book into a movie, generally speaking, unless you're gonna have a 4 or 6 hour movie.
Right.
And the difference too is that it's a book, so you're using your own imagination with it. Where you're adapting a video game with already created characters that look a certain way, act a certain way, speak a certain way, and now you're going to adapt it. Or you're just going to completely destroy it with the Halo series with Chief.
Good God.
In fact, they took his helmet and showed his ass.
I almost watched that because I used to watch, my ex-fiance and I, our big thing was we watched Red vs. Blue together. Like all the time.
I love Red versus Blue.
Like I still have my Chupa thingy t-shirt, and I have no idea if he still has an I Like Me t-shirt, but that's what I bought him for our anniversary.
Caboose is the best.
I like me.
Sheila, are you okay? Is Sheila okay?
Something like that, but something like that is fine because it's not exactly adapting the main storyline.
No, it's just a
You're having fun.
It's just a web series. It's just a bunch of friends goofing the fuck off. That's all it is.
And that works. There's nothing wrong with that because you're not adapting.
Yeah.
When it's the people that are adapting the actual storyline from the games.
Yeah. That is what she looks like in the game. She looks nothing like Bella Ramsey at all. I mean, look at her. There she is on the cover. There she is on the back. Once again, there's literal cosplayers out there that look just like her, and they went with Bella Ramsey.
Okay, so we even in that case, if you're looking at actresses, Danvers or the one that ended up playing, what's her name?
Abby.
Yeah, Davers.
I think it's Caitlin Denver.
Or something like that's yeah. I think she would have actually been a better Ellie.
She looks more like Ellie than fucking Bella Ramsey does.
Yep.
And the thing is, like, Caitlin Denver is playing a character who in The Last of Us Part 2 is like known for being really overly jacked, and she looks nothing like the character from the game.
I don't understand why it's so hard for so many casting directors to cast correctly. I mean,
agenda.
But video games, animation, whatever, when they have to make it live action, they just can't follow the recipe. It's like impossible for them for some reason. I mean, Dresden Files. Sci-Fi Channel did 1 season of Dresden Files, took the books to make the TV show. Lieutenant Murphy is supposed to be a very small but muscular blonde woman who's like, she looks like a cheerleader of the girl next door. You don't realize she's actually a badass champion in Aikido, and she'll take down like a big motherfucker. She's a damn good cop. And Susan is supposed to be his love interest, who's this tall, thick, gorgeous Latina.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the TV show, we get a black-haired, Hispanic-looking Murphy and a tall, blonde Susan.
Mm-hmm. Can't even follow the description of the actual characters in the books.
No.
It happens too many times.
Well, it goes back to the whole recent controversy with the casting of Snape in the HBO Harry Potter show.
Yeah.
It's like he's clearly
There are so
described.
many characters you could race swap without it meaning anything,
Dude,
without
I
it mattering at all.
There
One
are so-
character you can't do that with. The only character you can't do that with.
Well, there's the thing. My immediate reaction to the casting was there's so many cool black characters in this story already. Like, and this guy would be perfect to play like 5 of them. Like, why are you not utilizing him for those characters?
But I mean, you're right. There were a bunch of black characters in the books that didn't get a chance to be in the movies.
I mean,
you could usually do those. But I mean, there's nothing about McGonagall's history that you couldn't make her black. There's nothing about Flitz. We could have. Where's the black dwarves? Huh?
Where's the black house elves?
But I mean, Professor Flitwick, the charms professor.
Yeah.
He's a little person. He's a dwarf person. Why couldn't he be black? Snape is described as sallow and pale. And on top of that, you've got the whole thing where he's going to get strung up in a tree by James Potter and his friends at some point.
And bullied at school. Like, really?
Yeah,
You're now turning Harry Potter's dad from a good-hearted but teenage boy guy to a racist asswipe.
Yeah. Oh, it was done
Not to mention
intentionally.
Half-Blood Prince. Like,
It was done intentionally. Also, we're gonna call him the Half-Blood Prince. Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like they really were not thinking. When you really look at the just the history of the character in itself, it's like, yeah, this is probably not even an ideal casting just for the whole point of what his history and everything around him is supposed to be.
And the
It's
thing
like,
is, in all of the books, there's always a reference to how he's supposed to look, and that is not Snape. Like Alan Rickman, I mean, I get it. He was still like 20 years over how old Snape is in the books, but you know what?
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
He felt like he walked out of the books.
Yeah, he looked the part. He acted the part. He will always be fucking Severus Snape as much as Ian McKellen is fucking Gandalf. All right, it fits.
What?
Like,
I'm sorry, Adam Driver.
I could see that. I know there's a lot of people that really hate that fan casting, but when I look at it, I'm like, no, that's actually good. Because I've seen
he would have fit the description, and he's a damn good actor.
Yeah, he would be good. I just don't know if he would be willing to sign on for a 10-year contract. That's the thing. But he would be a much better pick than the guy that they chose. It's like, no, they did this to race bait people and push an agenda. And if you don't like the casting, oh, well, you're just a racist asshole.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead.
I wasn't a huge fan of them making Hermione black for the play, for the stage play. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter that much for her. I don't care that much.
The Cursed Child is a horrible fucking continuation of the story anyway. It fucking sucks.
There are so many other characters. There are so many other situations they could have done. Hell, I wouldn't even mind a black Hagrid.
Yeah, I'm almost to the point of wondering if Hollywood is not necessarily trying to push an agenda, but trying to add a scapegoat automatically in there. We don't know how audience are going to take this, so we're going to throw in a DEI higher character replacement for a white character, so that if it starts to go south, we can just turn around and blame racism, sexism.
That sounds very much like
Yeah, but that's stupid. That shouldn't be the fault of, because like you said, they're going to try and pin it on dude, and they're going to try and make it seem like, oh, people just don't like the show because of racism. No, it's because you made a shitty fucking show.
Well, it's exactly what.
And you know what? Any goodwill you had in the beginning, you killed with this one casting.
It's exactly what they did with the Lucasfilm did with
Willow, right?
No, not Willow, but
Willow was a travesty beyond.
Willow was shit.
Yeah. No, darn it, why am I Obi-Wan Kenobi series?
Oh,
and the black actress. And it was all it's you guys don't like her because she's and you it's like if you're a racism and all this stuff that Ewan McGregor coming out and going, then you're no fan of Star Wars. And this is like, no, it's not anyone has a problem with the actress per se. It's just it's a shitty show. And
It's
she's
a shitty
terrible,
show.
and it's a terrible character.
It's a shitty show with a badly written character, with badly written dialogue, and plot lines that don't make any fucking sense.
It's a badly written show with a badly written characters, with a character that kind of eclipses the character that is supposed to be the star of the show in the first place.
And the direction is bad. I'm sorry. Even with a bad script, it's very hard to do anything. But there's things you can do. She was also directed badly.
Yeah,
I'm willing to. I've heard other people say that she's been in other things they've seen and she can act. So I'm willing to admit that she may be able to act, but the director has to tell her what she's supposed to be doing, and he obviously wasn't doing that.
And the first thing she does when she appears on screen is just yell and scream and cut people's hands off, and it's like, you want me to like this fucking character? Like, are you kidding me?
There's nothing. There's nothing to latch onto in the beginning, and then there's no growth on top of that.
And then later on in the show, you want me to try and believe that she's redeemable when it's been shown time and time again that she's taken part in the massacring of Jedi Knights on the run. But you want me to feel sorry for her all of a sudden? Like, nah, go fuck yourself.
Again, it's the graying of bad character of a bad character. They're just misunderstood. You just don't understand their struggles, and this is why they are the way they are.
Like,
they got rid of the actual black and white aspect of good and evil.
Yeah, it's like that interview with I think it was at Star Wars Celebration right before the Acolyte came out. I think the guy who was playing one of the Jedi in that show, he said something along the lines of, good or evil doesn't matter. It's all about what side you're standing on, or some shit like that. I'm like, what?
No.
I'm like, what do you mean? It doesn't matter if evil or good is not a factor. Like, evil and good is very distinctive and very defined. It's pretty easy to tell, oh, this person is a fucking genocidal maniac, and this guy is the good guy.
But the thing about it is that I don't have a problem when you create a villain that it's not necessarily that he's bad in the sense that he thinks he's doing wrong. He is doing it for all of the right intentions, but it's evil in the end. That I don't have a problem with when you have a character that believes what he's doing is for the best for everyone.
I'm sorry,
but it's bad. But you can clearly see it is evil.
I hate that every single villain in modern media, in modern cinema, has to be like deconstructed. Oh, this is why they're doing this. Because this thing happened to them. Oh, the world is, the world has affected them this way. Like, I'm so fucking tired of that. It's like bad guys are allowed to be bad guys just because they're dickheads. Like,
well, I mean, also my favorite version of Lex Luthor is the Lex Luthor whose attitude is I'm a 12th level intellect. I should be running everything just because I'm smarter than everybody else. It would be better. I would be better for the planet. And the fact that his attitude is he looks at Superman as like, this is an alien who's more powerful than any of us. We can't control him.
Yeah.
Like that version of Lex that's he thinks he's the hero. He thinks he's the main character. And he does some horrible, horrible things, but he does it because he believes he knows what's right.
That's why
Lex that's just randomly evil and hates Superman for no reason.
Yeah. That's why I've always been so against people trying to give the Joker like an origin story.
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that the Joker is just a wild card. He does shit just because he's a raving madman and he thinks it's funny. That's
his entire existence for the most part is just an agent of chaos.
Yeah. Like
do you guys remember Batman the Animated Series, the episode about the Creeper, who's one of my favorite anti-heroes or whatever he's actually supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like Joker gets mad that nobody has any care about him. Like that he feels like suddenly he's acting like he was put upon, like he was by being dropped into the vat of toxic chemicals, that he got changed and it's not his fault. And then this reporter's following him around and trying to do a scoop on him and showing what an asshole he is. So he takes the reporter and he drops him in the same vat of toxic chemicals, and he comes out crazy and weirdly skinned and stuff, but he's still not a villain. He calls himself the Creeper. But he's weird, wears a boa and stuff, but he's not a villain. Joker was so angry that it was proven that no, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that you got dropped in a bunch of toxic chemicals. You were an asshole beforehand, and you're still an asshole.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, this whole deconstruction of villains and the reason they are the way they are, it's just dumb. Like, bad guys and villains are allowed to be villainous because guess what? You have an antagonist who's a foil to the protagonist, who is usually the hero of the story. Now,
twice.
Well, now there are stories out there where the protagonist does take on like antagonistic character traits, and usually you can tell a good story that way if your protagonist grows and evolves with the course of the story. And unfortunately, it seems like we have a lot of stories nowadays, or at least a lot of shows and movies like Ironheart, where the protagonist is very antagonistic.
No, that's not an anti-hero, that's a villain. She's a villain.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. You would think, oh, this is a Marvel show and she's supposed to be the good guy, but she starts out as such a bitchy, whiny, just egotistical fucking brat. You know, well, maybe she'll have a character arc. Maybe she'll grow. No, she doesn't. She doesn't learn from her lessons. And literally by the end of the show, she literally signs her fucking soul over to the devil just so she can continue living in the past and being a selfish little cunt. I'm
really tired of what Disney has put out in almost every single thing they've put out for the last 10 to 15 years, that there is not a single female character that I could ever imagine allowing anyone in my life to look up to. Like, every single female character they have is just awful. They are horrible human beings. They are horrible heroes. And the fact that there's little girls running around wanting to be just like them makes me so mad I can barely see straight.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think the deconstructed hero was done well twice. But because both of those things made a lot of money, people just kept doing it, and they kept doing it to characters that don't deserve it. And I'll say,
it's the blurring the lines too, and it's again the whole point that that's something that's been, I mean, that's warned about. It's like that where good is bad, bad is good, up is down, down is up. It's the deconstruction just of societal norms that to push an agenda, because that's how you take down a culture.
Yeah, well, I mean, also, what's that cartoon that's so popular right now? A Hell of a Something or other, where the devil and Lilith are the good guys and the angels and God are the bad guys.
Yeah, that's
I don't know anything.
I think I know the show you're talking about, but yeah, she's right. And it's like we live in an age where we have to vilify good and we have to prop up evil as good. And it's just it's so ass backwards.
Yeah.
But it goes right back to your aspect of what you were talking about with the right before the acolytes drop, and the whole point, him going, well, it really just depends on what side you're on, what's good and evil. And it's like, no, that's not the case when it comes to like Star Wars. You have the Sith, the dark side, that is bad, and you have the light, the Jedi, which are good. It is a pure, right out the gate from the creation of it, it is a black and white story of good versus evil.
Now, have there been characters that have walked that line between light and dark? And yeah, there have. But you know what? They're usually pretty thought out, pretty complex fucking characters.
And sometimes you do see heroes start to stray towards the dark side because it is tempting. And the whole point is, do you have the discipline, the self-control to stop yourself and come back to the light side?
My favorite Star Wars character of all time is Darth Revan. And you know what? The guy was a Jedi. He became a Sith for a period of time and then went back to being a fucking Jedi. Pretty sure he went back to being a Sith again. But but the thing is, you know what? He grew, he evolved, he fell, he came back. Like, dude, they just don't know how to write good characters.
They don't know
anymore.
the difference between good and evil, so therefore they cannot write the difference between good and evil.
Yeah, it's like, it depends on what side you're standing on. You mean
No,
to tell
it
me
doesn't.
that when, the Emperor executed Order 66 and wiped out the Jedi, oh, he's just misunderstood. He's just oppressed. Like the Sith are so oppressed. Like, what? No, fuck that guy.
The Sith are the one who created the rule of two.
Yeah, he murdered millions of fucking Jedi and literally put the entire galaxy under tyrannical rule. Like, this guy is not misunderstood. He's an asshole and he's evil. Like, dark side bad, light side good. It's
So-
that simple.
So this is my theory on it, and it goes back to the prequels with the whole prophecy of the one that would bring balance to the Force.
Mm-hmm.
I think Anakin was, in the sense, because essentially they brought balance of light and dark, getting rid of, because the dark didn't have much left. The dark then kind of leveled the playing field, the yin and the yang aspect.
I can see that.
I can see that too. And you could also look at it as, what people have said from the beginning. Oh, when he killed the Emperor in Return of the Jedi, he still fulfilled the prophecy of destroying the Sith. He was always meant to do that. But then they completely shit all over it by going, oh no, he's been alive the whole time, and now we're gonna.
He was just a clone. That Palpatine was just a clone. It's like that completely. In recent modern movies too, this is one thing that I noticed, and I caught this. Have either one of you saw the new Jurassic Park?
No,
I did not, because the last one, Dominion, was so terrible. I was like, there's nothing they can do after this that will ever make me go back to Jurassic Park ever again.
So Jurassic Park is turned more just into a monster movie. It's less about the dinosaurs, and it's kind of that. I did go and see the new Jurassic Park. Now, granted, I didn't pay for the tickets, so I paid for dinner. I didn't pay for the tickets, so therefore I didn't pay to watch it myself. But I did go and see it, and overall, it's like, it's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie.
I've heard it's passable.
Okay, yeah, it's okay.
The idea that dinosaurs are running loose and endangering people and things just is ridiculous to me. It's not that hard to kill them.
Well, the thing about it they play into is the fact that our climate is not what is going to sustain them, so they're dying.
They should,
but as they should. But the thing about it is, this is a whole
much colder now. It's much colder now, and there's less CO2.
Right. So the biggest thing about the movie is you have this completely new cast of characters.
Yeah,
it's a whole new storyline. It's Johansson is the lead.
And
the thing about it is, the whole thing is that within the first 30 minutes, you have two of the main characters that are sitting there kind of you can clearly see that they're trying to invoke emotion in the audience, but you have no connection to these. They're talking about their past and how they went on, because essentially Johansson is like a mercenary, a gun for hire, and talking about how an op went bad and her fiance or close loved one died on that, and they're trying to invoke this, and I'm sitting here going, I don't know anything about these characters. I don't know what you're trying to do. I can see you're trying to evoke some kind of emotion and caring about these characters, but they're still brand new, and you've given no time to actually invoke anything. And it's like, okay, I feel no connection at all to the story. And that, again, is an example of what's happening in Hollywood right now when it comes to storyline and character building. They're not doing it, but then trying to get an invoked an emotion in the audience, but you've laid no groundwork to even care about them.
Right.
By the end, I mean, the entire time during the entire movie, it's a guessing game. Okay, which one's going to die next? Or going, oh, I really hope that one dies. I really hope that one gets eaten.
It's like
That's
you said,
about the only-
it's turned into a monster movie. I remember seeing the first trailer they dropped, and when they revealed the crazy like laboratory experiment fucking monster dino that was in all the promotion, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Do you
that's
want to know? Do you want to know what it was?
what was it? Because I still don't know.
Okay, so the best description, and this is I think the people that were involved in the writing of this movie were Star Wars fans. It was a fucking Rancor.
It
grabs a helicopter and is chewing on it.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a Rancor.
Holy shit.
It's like there's too many times that you really gotta disbelief. It just too many times in that. There is one funny scene. There is a quite humorous scene in there. I don't know if you guys are gonna watch it. I mean spoilers.
I don't.
A little spoilers a little bit. So okay, so so part of it is that there is a family, a father and a single father who has his children, single but divorced fathers taking his girls out sailing one last time because the oldest daughter is getting up there, so it's the last time. But the oldest daughter brought her boyfriend along. And he's a slacker, doesn't want to do anything, never wants to. Well, their boat gets wrecked and they end up on the island with Johansson. Well, the thing about it is, it's a funny scene is he goes to go take a piss. He's walking away from the camp and he's solo. And it's like, this character, I hate this character. Come on, eat it. Sure enough, it's like, oh, finally, he's going to fucking die. He is finally going to die. Because in the back, right behind him, here comes one raptor. Here comes another raptor right from the side. The one that's right behind him is getting down to pounce, and all of a sudden, one of the flying dinosaurs comes and just goes right on top of the raptor. The guy that's taking a piss hears this going on behind him and just freezes and doesn't even turn around to see what's going on. He finally then stops, turns around, and you can see the flying one with the dead raptor and its claws flying off. I will say that was a bit of a good comedic scene, but at the entire time, as soon as I saw the raptors, like, finally, this little shit's gonna die.
See, for me, I used to be a big ScarJo fan, but when she started going, oh, I got all my early movies because of the male gaze, and I don't feel like I respect my old character, whatever she said. I don't remember the exact words. I was just like, I'm done. I do not understand modern feminists in any way, shape, or form. Every single thing they do and say makes zero sense. You tell women constantly that to sleep around and be a slut is empowering, but if you're in a movie or doing anything for yourself where you're using the male gaze to get attention or make money or do everything, oh, that's just wrong.
She literally made her.
She say both of those things.
She literally made her entire career off of the male gaze. It's just
seriously.
That's literally what she was. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend she's anything other than eye candy. That's exactly what she was for like a good chunk of her career up until like recently.
Okay, I thought she was a decent actress who was also eye candy.
Yeah,
male actors
I'm not saying she doesn't have like acting chops. I'm just saying that's why she got roles, is because she looked nice. Like, oh my god.
Because it is a true fact that both men and women like to see
Prefer to
beautiful people, and that includes women. Women enjoy seeing attractive women on screen and attractive men, just like men do as well. Now, men in the sense of attractive men that are on the screen, it's not that. It's just we don't want to see Joe Bob with a huge beer gut trying to take on Predator. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, neither does a naked woman with her titties hanging out. Like, it just, like, I'm so tired of the fucking double standard. Like, I can't look at attractive women in movies, but we can still have Chris Hemsworth like rip his fucking shirt off and be and be naked in Thor: Love and Thunder for all the women in the audience. Okay. You don't see us losing our fucking minds because you want to continue to objectify men and appeal to the female gaze.
Well, I don't hear you guys complaining, but I have actually heard some guys complaining, which is just sad.
Well, those guys are not straight. So they can fuck off. Anyway, it's just dumb. Like Hollywood is full of hypocrites. It's full of people that have double standards about everything. And at the end of the day, everybody out there is fucking fake. They're all pretenders.
I'm just not interested in supporting it anymore.
No, they're all fake. They're all pretenders, and none of them. Like if you seriously look at celebrities and take every single thing that they say to heart and try to live by example based on what they fucking tell you to do, you're an idiot. You really are.
Well, also, I'm sorry. The idea that if you've got a nice rack and you use it to get ahead, I don't see what's wrong with that. If any guy is willing to be dumb enough to give a girl a job or let her get farther ahead or get a promotion or anything because she's got a nice rack, I think she should go for it.
Yeah, if she can use her looks to get a nice job or gain an advantage in a career field that she wants to fucking get into. And now, I'm not saying sleep with the boss, obviously.
That should be more. That should be what feminists are talking about: being feminine, using your femininity as the weapon it is, as the strength it is, not taking women and trying to make them into weak versions of men.
Yeah.
That's how we end up.
Feminists don't do anything that's feminine. They don't respect anything that's feminine. They don't like anything that's feminine. Makes no sense to call them feminists.
That's how we end up with all these land whales that swear that, fat positivity is like stunning and brave.
And I'm getting so tired of these girls who think that they and all of their friends are obvious 10s all around. Perfect 10s all around.
That deserve a man that is at least 6'2" and have a 6-figure salary.
In this economy, that the regular Joe is not going to have a 6-figure salary. I'm just saying. It's my average paycheck is about $1,400 every 2 weeks. Seriously.
These girls are living. None of these women are. It's why the left is full of young and middle-aged white women, all on antidepressants and all losing their fucking mind. None of them have any freaking idea about the real world. They literally don't live in reality.
No. That's why I won't date. That's why I won't date anyone from my generation anymore, because they all suck.
I mean, I don't know what to do about the next 2 generations, but please get rid of the fucking teachers union and stop all the fucking public schools.
I will say that is one thing that's kind of being noticed too, is that Gen Alpha right now is kind of really turning their backs on Gen Z.
Yep.
And everything that Gen Z's been pushing. They're going to be I think are going to be the generation that's going to be the next rebellion generation.
Yeah. Like my next girl, I want her to be at least maybe 5-10 years older than me. I'm not dating anyone in my age range anymore. They all suck.
Well, just be careful when you start dating. If you start dating single women in their mid-30s, they're really wanting a baby. Just be careful.
I just want a woman that's not going to backstab me and is not going to I just want a woman that's not going to backstab me and just throw me the fuck out because I accidentally hurt her feelings on something small and stupid. So
the AI expert that my mom first trained under before she started her business, he has a clone he uses for business, but he also has AI clones made of his wife and his kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that when he comes home and his wife, and he's like, "Hi, honey, I'm home." And his wife's like, "You're a fucking bastard." He goes, "Okay." He can go into his room and turn on the AI clone and go, "What did I do wrong?" And generally the clone says something along the lines of, "Well, it's our 15th year anniversary and you forgot." Or such and such. Like, he literally has conversations with the clones of his family before he talks to his actual family so that he doesn't fuck it up.
For me, it's all about stability. Like, I don't want to date someone that I get really invested in and we move in together, and then within like maybe a couple months we break up and I have to move the fuck back out. And it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'd rather live with someone that's going to compromise with me and is willing to settle down and at least try to live a fucking decent life with me.
Yeah. Well, with that said, we're going to kind of go around the horn, and we are going to end on that note.
Gay. I have to end it on that note. We can try to get to another topic and try to end it a different way.
No, it's been a good show, just kind of because again, this has been a free for all Friday, so we've been kind of all over the place, and that's just the way this show is. And nothing wrong with that. That's kind of the way it's my low effort episode of the month.
You should always take pride in your content, Emerald. I'm just saying.
Low quality, low thought, low work.
Even if you think it's like extremely low quality, you should still take pride in the fact that, hey, I put this together. I got all these people together. And you know what? I'm very proud of the shit I do. This is great.
Oh, yeah. I am as well.
Yeah.
So we'll go around the horn. We'll start off with Nate. Where can people find you next?
You can find me at, well, first of all, you can find me on X at Full Metal Nate. You can also find me at Full Metal Nate on YouTube and Rumble. I do a lot of D&D stuff. I'm working on some D&D videos at the moment. I'm still doing some planning for our Curse of Strahd campaign, which is going to return sometime in September. From what I'm planning, I still got to talk with all my players. Tiny's going to be there as the cleric Azamar Tikva, so if you want to see Tiny kick ass in the D&D campaign, you can definitely check that out.
And not just an Azamar who's now pledged allegiance to the goddess of death.
Yes, she is a death cleric, so this shit just got a lot more darker and emo for some reason. I am working on a second campaign, but that is still a long ways off. Wrath of the Dragon King. It's going to be kick ass. You can find me usually on the weekend Rogues Gallery. They did not have a show tonight, so I did not make an appearance there. You can find me usually on Thursdays over on Third Railify's channel on Rumble. He and Gina put on a really entertaining show, and we just have fun over there overall. But yeah, that's what you can usually find me doing.
Hey, Tiny, where can people find you next?
Well, you can find me here every Friday at 9:30, except next week. You can find me here at 6 on Tuesdays Pacific time for Nerds Covering the News, and Pop Culture Patriots on Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific with Horny Alf and Drew the Outstanding should be coming back sometime soon. Other than that, I just kind of pop around. If you need a guest, send me a DM. I like to meet new people and talk about all sorts of different shit. You can generally find me on X at Won't Be Boxed, and I let everyone know what I'm doing when I'm on from there.
All right. Everyone's links are in the description, so make sure you follow and give them a follow or a subscription. Drunken Emerald Arrow. I'm coming up next tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. PST over on Sammy 3-Piece channel for Cavecast. We will be discussing the rest of the Bat family. Then at 11 a.m. PST, at this point, there might be a touch grass. I still have not gotten confirmation. And then on Tuesday is Nerds Covering the News at 6 p.m. PST. And then at 7 p.m. PST over on Devil Made Me Do Its channel on Wednesday is Make Me a Sandwich. And then back on Friday, I am rotating cast on Weekly Rogues Gallery, as well as jumping over to Gina and Sean's stream, which then leads into this show insert title here. As a reminder, there will be no insert title here next week because I need a little bit of a vacation and get out of town. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Make sure if you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you all next week. You guys have a great weekend.
See.